them chairs. Bring them up here.
That's crazy. Y'all are fine. Thank you so much for coming. I'm just excited that there's people here. Yay!
Yes, humans.
Look at the Lord, huh?
Listen, because I know who was out here last night.
Who was out
When
here?
there was far more humans in here. Y'all was out here last night? Oh, see, and that's why they're here this morning. They said we have to chase a K-drama today. Okay?
You got to go to bed last night to chase the K-drama in the morning.
That's beautiful.
I did both. So we were out here dancing, and then and then the wobble started. We was because there was nobody on stage. I'm like, how sad for a DJ to have nobody dancing with him.
It was in the arms of an angel moment. Honestly, it was charity. It was charity.
And then we had to get down in the audience with the people because I got nervous about my wobble.
Oh no!
I need my wobble to be covered by the people.
Is yours? Yeah, I don't hear you on the thing.
Test, Old Testament, New Testament. That's how I test the mic.
Oh, it's not turned on at all?
I don't know.
The light is on.
Oh, now it's going. Now it's going.
Okay.
There you go.
Can you guys hear me? Yeah, okay, great. Yay! Oh my
Mic
gosh.
check 1 2 1 2.
I just want to make sure I'm not like leaning back. But we
Oh,
got it.
wait.
Oh, okay.
That will fuck you up. Like if you, because the arms is where you would think it should be for steps, but it's not. Oh yes, a look.
I have to put on real shoes.
Do you?
Listen, I'm not gonna be up here and then there's gonna be a picture and it's gonna end up on TMZ. And it's gonna be of you, but my foot gonna be in it and it's gonna be the SpongeBob Crocs. No.
I need you to know that they don't put black women on TMZ. So thank you so much. I could literally be in bed with Trevor Noah and it'd be like, oh, Dulcé and Trevor Noah are doing a sketch. Like it's not. Wonder what they're doing. It's like no.
I had an iPad.
We could share it. It's fine. It's just our notes. We have copious notes. you saw the outline. I sent you the outline. Yeah, it's like a lot.
So Chrissy used to be an executive, and so she takes notes. Because like when we first started this podcast, my manager was like, "Oh man, it's so well done, and like all these like the assets are great." I was like, "Yeah, nigga, you know this wasn't me. This is all her. This is Chrissy's podcast. I just show up. Like she do all kinds of shit. I look up, I'm like, wow, she wrote out a whole outline. If it was me, it'd be like, I watched the show. It was good.
So funny.
So I'm always thankful for her because she's the reason we got a logo. It's crazy. I would have never like a logo. Wow, not on my watch. This shot on my sundial. You understand? Okay. But anyway, do y'all listen to the podcast? I know there's some Sarangis here. Woo! Listen, I was so excited, and Hilton was like, "Let's put you in the giant room," and I was like, "No."
Yeah, that was a little terrifying. We were all a little bit nervous about that. He was like, "You're
stressed
gonna be in
out
the
off
grand
Monday week.
ballroom," and I'm like, "Oh, we don't
Put
need
the
a
laugh
grand
track on
ballroom,
it
but-
when you put it out. Put the laugh track on it. And be like, yes, we were in a 3,000 person room. We were in the room
And
that accommodates 3,000.
and there was no echo at all. But listen, I was worried that nobody would come. So the fact that y'all here makes me so happy. Thank you so much.
I think we're good to go now. I just want to ask the guys in the back. Are we good to go? Yes? Okay, great. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, let's start. Okay, we're going to do the intro, okay?
Yes.
Okay. Welcome to Chasing K-Dramas, the podcast that dissects popular Korean dramas episode by episode. We dig into the characters, themes, and everything in between. I'm Chrissy Choi, and I'm here with my co-host,
Dulcé Sloan. And yes. And this is a very special episode of Chasing K-Dramas because we are live from BlerDCon. And we have our special guest, Thought Squad.
Hello.
Okay, so Thought Squad. Oh, before we start though, we have announcements.
We do have announcements.
Yes.
So because Chrissy has big goals, we are on our road. We are on our goal of our road to 10,000 sarangis. We're trying to get 10,000 YouTube subscribers. We were trying to do it by February, but
You know what? It's fine. It's fine.
Things happen, you know.
The economy.
So if you're on YouTube, click the little thing at the bottom. I'm not a scientist, so I don't know where it's at. Because I'm a cool kid and I've never been on the internet like that. But we're on a road to 10,000 sarangis, so be sure to hit subscribe on the bottom and to join our official fan club, Club Sarangis on Substack. Are there any sarangis here?
Woo!
Yay! So if you got your bracelet,
Ooh.
Right? Isn't that cool?
For the final episode of Dynamite Kiss, to get your tickets now. Yeah, I met Kim Whitley. I met Kim Whitley randomly, and then she asked me to do her podcast, and I ended up being at her house for 8 hours. I ended up taking her son to the mall. And then we were still there when he was done. We didn't bring him back home. So yeah, I've had a whole adventure with Kim Whitley. We were at her house for Christmas. It's a time, but she's going to be doing she's never watched these shows. Sherry Shepherd watches them.
Oh, we have to get Sherry on
So
then.
yeah, so when we do New York, Sherry can
Sherry can
I
do
love
it?
to
Okay.
ask Sherry, but she was texting me. She's like, "Oh, Sherry gonna be so jealous when I do your podcast." And I was like, "I'm excited about this."
We were supposed to have Ron Funches. He's gonna be rescheduled, so that's coming up.
So Ron's
soon.
supposed
We
to
love
do,
Ron.
but he's I don't know doing a cruise or working or some goofy shit.
I mean, he's busy now with traders.
Being
and,
successful. For cussing out Dorinda on Traders. Also, Traders is just the game Werewolf, right? That's the
Yeah,
whole
it's
premise
Mafia.
of that fucking
Mafia,
show.
yeah.
Because my homeboys tried to get me to watch it, but you know why I had to quit watching the fucking editing?
Why?
Because there's such long pauses.
I think that's for, like, for
But
dramatic
it's not dramatic
flair.
effect. It's like the only one who's dramatic enough for all of these pauses is the dude that hosts the show.
Alan Cummings,
Alan
who's, like,
Cummings.
amazing. Yeah, I'm
Other than
obsessed
that,
with
it's
him.
just some real housewives just being like, just blinking into a camera.
See, that's not dramatic pause. That's just how people be in real life.
Right.
And so they don't know how to be entertaining. They're just like, I'm a real housewife. What do you do all day? This?
Right, but that's every single person on the show.
Oh, damn.
So it's always these long cuts, and I'm just like, I looked at my homeboy, I said, this show would have been 30 minutes shorter if they would have edited this shit correctly, and then I fell asleep.
So we're gonna
But
get
shout out to
started.
Ron Funches.
We're gonna get started. We only have like an hour left, but so joining us for our 12th chase, we're so excited to have the amazing Thought Squad with us. She is like the queen of BlerDCon. We come and like yeah. So for those who don't know who Thought Squad is, she's a rapper, singer, and songwriter from Flint, Michigan, and she's leading the wave of Black alternative music that's taking over the internet. Y'all, she's a huge deal. Like she's a huge deal on the internet. I was like, oh wow. We're so excited to have her today.
Well, that's how we met.
Excited
I
to
know.
be
Yeah, how'd y'all
here.
meet?
Because of the internet.
Yes.
Because of the internet. Okay, there you go.
Before I was like, even before Grandma was involved in any of the videos, Dulcé had followed me, and I was like, I'm just here rapping about my pussy. Dulcé Sloan follows me.
Because it was the song we had the hot Cheetos, and what song? I can't remember the song, but it was the song we had like we were in the hot Cheeto outfit.
FIFO, fuck around, find out.
Yes. So she had that song, and like me and my friends were sharing it, and I followed her, and I just was like, oh my god, I love this song. And she's like, I can't believe you followed me. And I'm like, calm down, calm down, calm down. You're fucking amazing. You're fucking amazing. And so you came to LA, and we went and had dinner. It's like every time she comes back, like I like the last time you were in town, I think I drove like an hour to Long Beach.
Yeah,
To see her do
my
a
show.
It's great.
And from what I understand of Los Angeles, that's a lot. And
Yes.
I thank you for it. Yes.
Friend. Because I'm from Georgia, I don't care about driving an hour. But like in LA, it's like because an
Everyone
hour
has
in
a
LA
heart
could
attack.
be 4
Yeah.
miles.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's brutal. It's brutal.
But yeah, she's absolutely amazing, and I love how much she yells. It makes me very happy because I wish I could scream more.
So we have a couple questions for her. You call me Bunny or
Bunny, yeah, Bunny or Thought Squad.
I like Bunny better.
Yeah, it's Bunny is so that people don't feel weird being like, hey, Thought, what's up? You whore. Like,
So Bunny, have you ever watched a Korean drama?
is Squid Game a Korean drama?
Yeah, it is. of
Okay,
course.
yes, then
Yes,
yes,
yes.
that's what I've watched.
Okay.
Have I watched no. You know what a Korean drama is? In my heart,
What?
is Hallmark in Korea.
Yeah, Hallmark in Korea. Okay.
But they understand sex exists. Because Hallmark don't. They'll be like, oh, I love you, person I just met in the cookie store. Let's hold hands, like.
Well, so K-dramas used to be that way, but you watch Dynamite Kiss for this. Dynamite Kiss is a little edgy. Right? Everyone, it's a little bit edgy because, like, on the second episode, they're,
They were like making out, and I remember I was like, because in the second episode, they're on this date, and then they go back to the hotel, and they're in the bed, and I went,
Oh, no.
wait a minute, this is a K-drama. And like, I stopped my TV. This is not how this works. This is not how this goes, because I like watching those shows because it takes them 6 episodes to hold hands. So that's what I had signed up for. And then I was I was blushing in my house, and I'm like, hey, bitch, you're 42. Why are you so upset? You fuck. What are you doing?
I feel like lately, because of the streamers, things are getting a little edgier, so they're like adding it in. I don't know. I do love the whole like not hugging or not hugging or holding hands until like episode 6 because that's the whole point of this, right?
Yeah.
You want to see the yearning, you want to see all of that.
It's not called Dynamite. Let's hold hands.
Dynamite to bring back yearning. These men don't yearn like they used to. These men need to yearn.
Men don't sing songs about, please can I have a crumb of coochie?
I was saying that to somebody. These men ain't standing in the desert with fucking silk pajamas on no
more.
They not singing in the rain in silk pajamas no more.
They ain't pop locking in the rain no more.
This is so funny.
Pop lock in the rain. Is there a man here? Is there a man here? Oh, there's
a man here.
Pop lock in the rain. Shit. Can I cuss here?
Yeah, you cuss.
I've always wanted to ask on a podcast if I can cuss because when I listen to podcasts, they always ask, can I cuss?
Well, we have this whole like discussion all the time. It's like, do we do it because it's more editing?
She bleeps. She bleeps.
I bleep everything. Yeah,
so I shouldn't say.
I mean, yeah.
I was about
maybe
to say
for
all of
this,
it and be like,
maybe today it's fine. Yeah. Maybe like
she
you know.
will bleep. She doesn't bleep shit, but she'll bleep a F word. She definitely bleeped nigga when I said nigga.
Yeah.
She bleeped nigga when you said nigga?
It's crazy.
Wow, I can't believe you bleeped nigga when she said nigga.
Why would she do that?
Nigga.
You know, I had to like this is
At
so.
BlerDCon, you know the nigga count is so high here.
This is so funny, you guys. But like when we were first starting, I did go and I Googled, do you have to bleep out the word on YouTube? And I typed it and I was like, and I was like thinking about it. I was like, we probably should because it doesn't explicitly state that you should. But I was like, you know what? I feel more comfortable just bleeping it. You know, you never know. You know what I
Listen,
mean?
I'm gonna shut up. Because that's gonna cause controversy. Cut this part out. Be like, you did better than the bastards.
Oh yes, I did better than the Bastards. I did. I'm much better than the Bastards.
You are.
Well, once you find out that there was a time delay and they bleeped out someone having a pro-Palestine acceptance speech and then left in.
I know.
So not only were you not, it's like people are like, well, he had Tourette's, and it's like, yeah, I get it, it's a disability, but also it can still be fucking disrespectful.
I know.
Like one didn't stop being, he's still cussing all the fucking time and can't control it. So it's not, you weren't respectful to him and his disability.
Yeah.
And then you weren't respectful to two grown black men while they were standing there.
Yeah.
And it was, and you also bleeped out something homophobic and something pro-Palestine, but you were like, let's leave nigga in though. Then come to find out Warner Brothers said something to the BBC and they still left it in.
It's so messed up. And then there was something that I read earlier today that said that the person said the word again when
Yes,
the
when
person from
the love
Sinners,
interest from Sinners.
the beautiful lady. What's her name?
She's
He said it's what? No.
pregnant in a yellow dress.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
So listen.
yeah.
One time, the first time was a disease. The second time was a fight.
Okay, we have to talk about Korean dramas.
Okay, yes. So, did you know
How
that?
is she keeping us on track?
Did you know that K-dramas are popular with women of color?
You know, I figured I have a friend.
Uh-huh.
I've known her since Cash Money Records would take over for 99 in the 2000s.
Uh-huh.
And when I tell you, since the 10th grade,
Uh-huh.
she was like, yeah, girl, I'm watching blah, blah, blah. I was like, you watching what? Because she was studying Korean, she was listening to K-pop, everything. And I was like, okay, girl. All right. Do your thing. At that point, I had too much ADHD, and I was like, I can't read TV. Now I'm medicated, and I can't.
Well, there you go. There you go. We love it. Okay. So we did ask you to watch Dynamite Kiss.
Yes.
What were your thoughts initially?
Okay. My thoughts initially, because I watched it from the beginning till...
She really prepped for this, guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
Number one, I know we're talking about episode 12, but number one,
Uh-huh.
why they acting like this girl not a bad bitch? Because she got, it's like, oh, she got glasses and she gets stressed out from all the pressures of life. Oh, what a uggo. Like, what? And so, in the first episode, first of all, it's been one episode, you already got two men fighting over you. I'm like,
God bless.
a bad bitch, okay? But this episode, first of all, this episode when it gets spicy. And so, you know, they were laying in bed, covered up to here and there. I said they wearing turtlenecks under all this, fully clothed, wearing a tuxedo and a ball gown. We'll never know. I think it's so cute.
It is.
It is so, and there's so much stuff to consume in this world, and I love to watch a cute thing, but there's still twists. So it's not Hallmark in the fact where Y'all know I make videos with my grandma. I see every single thing on Hallmark. So, but the twist, because I thought the whole show was going to be about that ex-boyfriend from the first episode. They was like, no, we getting him out of here. And we're going to talk about working mothers for a while. And I said, I like this show. I'm going to keep watching it after the thing. I like it. I like it a lot.
We are very glad they got rid of that ugly ex-boyfriend. Look, he was horrified.
I think it was, because his name was Kim Jong something, right?
Chungwon, I think. I don't know how to remember this. Yeah, I think it's Chungwon, yeah. Yeah, he was the engineer, right?
Yes.
Yep.
And I'm like, they make him ugly on the outside and the inside? Because, girl, you should have broke up with him before you was with him.
I know. And he calls her limp spinach.
Limp spinach. Because I was sitting there going, I said, I understand this is probably a cultural insult, but I think even in America, if somebody looked at you and was like, limp spinach, you'd be like, hey, man, let's go outside.
Even in Korean, I've never heard that.
It's crazy to look at somebody.
So he's just a mean guy.
He is. Okay, so in today's drama chase, we're going to be talking about episode 12, right? Very exciting. Okay. Tarim wrestles with guilt over her lying to get her position at Natural Bebe, but Ji-hyuk refuses to let her quit, exposing his sister's sabotage. Meanwhile, Hayoung shows up for Junie again, but Sonu sets a hard boundary. Sonu, okay. Tarim and Ji-hyuk become official, and the mother TF team rallies behind Tarim. Just when they celebrate their biggest breakthrough yet, a competitor drops the same product. Oh no! And before anyone could react, Tarim is publicly slapped.
Girl.
I have a lot of thoughts on this. Okay.
She texted me. She got slapped. I said, girl, I've been waiting for you to get to this episode.
Yeah,
How could she slap?
I know. Okay, so we're gonna start, and we're gonna try to go quickly. We're gonna try to be a little bit faster this time, so bear with us. Okay. So the opening flashback, okay? So we see that, so in the last episode, we had that random lady in the chicken bone incident, right? That was wild.
What the fuck? The chicken bone in the diaper?
Everybody believed it. That's crazy.
That was the craziest part. People believed it. And I'm just like, either it's the baby, so you're telling me a full-blown factory. Somebody was just enjoying their lunch.
Chicken bones.
And it was just like, fuck them. Like, this is what?
She could have said, it gave my baby a rash or something. Like,
some would have made more sense putting like something like makeup on a baby or something like that, but being like a full-blown chicken bone.
Yes.
Also fully eaten.
What was it? A wing or a thigh? Or like, which
I
one?
feel like I think it was the drum. It wasn't the flesh. But but the bone was so big. And I'm like, well, the baby didn't pass this. So like, where did this bone? Also, if it is, what kind of fucking Flintstone kid did you have? To be able to have a whole chicken bone come out of a kid. What is happening?
It was the most random thing. But anyways, so we realized that the reason why she was acting like this was because she had applied to the position that Tarim had lied to get into, right? So of course Tarim has this guilt, which technically I'm surprised she hasn't been really feeling this guilt. It wasn't until this incident that she starts feeling guilty, but she's literally racked in guilt, right? She's wrecked over this, and then, Chi-hyuk's like very supportive, and he's like, hey, don't worry about it, I'm the Chubble son.
But here's the thing, though. It's if she knew that they were picking the worst candidates, then she would not feel as guilty.
Well, then she finds out later,
right?
Which is another feeling. Could you imagine when you find out that you
like,
were chosen?
Girl, no matter who applied, let me tell you who it was getting. You, okay? You ain't got no transferable skills. We love you. Like,
so I'm sitting there watching. I'm just like, oh no, you can't feel bad. She probably had a good interview.
Right.
She probably did a great job. She probably was fucking qualified for this position. And that's not what they wanted.
No. And then she sees this lady who's like, I used to work at another baby company. I had a job. And you're like, oh, no.
But instead, you lie about a chicken bone and then use AI.
Yeah.
Man, if you had these skills, you could have got another job.
The other thing I wanted to say, too, is I really hate the fake outs that they do in this drama. So I realized, because at the end of the last episode, you find out, you think that Chihe is going to out Tarim for her marital status.
Yes.
But then you go back and it's like, nope, just kidding. Like, someone
like,
imagined this.
And
I'm like, they're like creating like cliffhangers just for the
hell of it.
Which is wild.
Cliffhangers in the middle of the show.
It's just really random.
But also, she's just standing there with a folder.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, what's she going to do with this information?
Okay, is this like a regular what is it called? A regular K-drama thing? Trope, that's the word.
Yeah.
Where they're like, first of all, everything's in slow motion a lot. Second of all, sometimes things aren't in slow motion, but people are like they just hold their position. Like a play when you're waiting for the lights to turn off so you can get off the stage, and they're just like that's regular. Or is that special for Dynamite?
No, it's pretty.
It's regular. Oh,
They play around with a lot of stuff. This drama, the director had a lot of creative freedom. That's the way I see it.
Listen, the spider. Okay, so there's a spider on like 2 episodes back, and so G-Hawk is afraid of bugs, right? The male lead, and so they're staying in this inn, and there's a spider in their room, and you see the spider from the perspective of the spider. So he's coming out. So the spider's coming out. So like the camera is from the POV of the spider.
So they put a camera on like a go-kart?
I'm thinking so there's like a GoPro or something. I'm like, oh, this is a tiny drone. And so you're from the POV, and so the spider, like you see it come out. It's like the POV of the spider. So he's coming out from underneath the bed and walking up to the humans, and the humans are freaking out. At one point, G-Hawk hides in a closet, and because it's from the POV of the spider, you think the spider is fucking huge. And then when Tadim catches it, the spider's so small you can't even see it. And so this grown man had climbed on her like a tree because of this massive spider, and then it said, "Delicate way to the spider." But that's one of the things with like the director, and I was like, I bet he fought for this.
I'm sure.
It was completely,
he had to.
Completely unnecessary. He's in the meeting like, no, I need a tiny camera. I need the spider POV to show this man is nuts, and then the moment they show you the spider, there's like it's going onto a plant, and there's light behind it. There's an ethereal fucking spider, and I'm like, let me see this giant. You thought a tarantula came out from underneath that bed, and no, it's just a weird spider.
It's hysterical. Okay, so moving on. So Tadim continues to be feeling really guilty, right? And then there's a scene where Chi-Hawk is like in the there's like the records. It's so funny. Like Natural Bebe has like a basement full of like just files, right? And then he discovers, it's like very intense, and he discovers a lot of things there. But he finds out that Chi-He has been trying to sabotage him this entire time. She created the team full of the mommies who weren't qualified for the job. So he's like, oh my God, okay.
Now you know how G-Head's not good at sabotage because she keep putting shit on wax.
I know. Yes. It's like, why would you not hide things
like
like
when
details?
people embezzle and write it all down.
Yes, you don't want. You do
you
not want to.
You didn't know where the money was going. Why'd you need to write it down? You stole it.
Okay. Then, oh my gosh. Then Chuni. Actually, we're going to skip this part. Back to the Natural Bebe. Chi-He decides to further sabotage this poor team, right? Because they were working on the customer service team, and they were having the worst time of their lives.
Because if you've ever worked customer service, it is the worst time of your life.
Yeah. So that was very true.
And
true
triggering
to real life.
for me, I was like, oh. Because at one point when she just sits back, or like the one with the bob, she has her headphones on, and like Tadim comes in, and she just looks back like,
she's like, I need to go shopping.
Yeah, bitch, I've been there. I've been there.
Okay, so they decide to put the Mother TF team on the new. They want them to develop a new product, which is like a huge ask for any team. Like I feel like that should be a very official. Like that's like a hard thing to do.
So,
you know.
But she keeps doing stuff to sabotage her own company.
Yes.
Like cutting the diaper open. Other shit with the like she keeps doing. Because the chicken bone thing, I thought her and old boy were behind it. And it was actually a good plan, and she didn't even fucking think about it.
I know.
So is she qualified for her job?
Don't know.
Because all of her stunts is whack. Like it's just like I don't even. It's like
just burn the building down.
Just burn the building down.
There was 2 fires already.
Yes.
Girl, you can't even do an arson. Like,
There was
come on
2
now.
fires. Yeah, we had the first fire where Mr. Ma.
Yes.
And she was doing the baby bottle thing, right?
Yes.
Yeah, 2 fires. What?
This is recorded.
Oh, your hand.
You
The baby bottle thing.
I was like, what?
But yeah, she's bad at sabotage. So every time she tries to sabotage, she sabotages her own company. So now it's develop a product. We found the least qualified people in history to come work in here, and now we want you to make a new thing that's going to cost us millions.
I know. It's so crazy. So, but then Tadi wants to resign, right? So she writes a sajikso. That is the official resignation letter that we see all the time.
In that white
K-dramas.
envelope?
White envelope. It looks like you're going to put money in it, but no, it's like a letter that says, I want to
job again, I'm gonna be like. But the
It's
problem is,
literally that you gotta go and you gotta like put it and be like, I
it's gonna be
quit.
confusing because it's gonna be in Korean.
I know.
I
I
quit
always thought
comedy.
that
There you
too
go.
when I was little, like, you know, because I would watch this and like my parents would like mention the subjects of the resignation letter, and I was like, oh, is this how people like quit their jobs? And obviously in America, you like give a 2 weeks notice and
Yeah.
you email them. But I was
Sometimes you just walk out of there and just never come
or
back.
that, or
2-week notice. Fuck this Value City.
Okay.
Because they don't give you notice if they gonna fire you. That's the fucked up part.
Period.
You just sent me about this bitch. I packed my lunch and everything, and then I left with a box. How dare you? I got dressed. You could have. What's more fucked up about getting fired is they don't call you because like I could have not got ready for work. I sat in traffic for an hour to work here for 15 minutes. Fuck you, what you stand for? Fire me last night.
You know what they would do in tech, the tech layoffs? Like my friends were telling me, like they knew that it was going to happen, or like they would just get a random calendar invite, like out of nowhere for like a meeting. It would be like a check-in, and it would just land in their calendar, and that's how they knew. Isn't that kind of sad? And then they did it during COVID, so like you would have the HR person and
On
it
a
was just
Zoom?
you on a Zoom, and they tell you. Yeah.
Oh, that's honestly
Modern day.
what a way to hang up on a bitch.
Right.
Yeah. Could you
To watch
imagine?
somebody close their laptop. But what's
Shut it.
fucked up is that one of my friends was like, they were in the Zoom and they closed the laptop, but now it doesn't close. Like the Zoom didn't close out.
So it's just closed.
So it wasn't you didn't hang up the phone. So she just closed it and she was like, man, fuck that job. And they're like, you're still on.
Open up the thing. Fuck that job.
Right.
Take it back up.
So she had to open it back up, leave the Zoom, and then was like, fuck that job. And I was like,
Okay. So Chiyok refuses to accept the resignation, and he tells her, "Hey, my sister was trying to sabotage me. You really didn't like." Basically, he's like, "You shouldn't have gotten this job." He doesn't say it, but that's how she feels, right? So, anyways, then he hugs her in the office, and I was like, "What are y'all doing?"
Yes.
He has windows. Like,
There's nothing
what
but
are you doing?
windows.
And of course, Bob sees, right? She's like, "Oh my god," and she's shocked, as anyone would be. Could you imagine how like spicy this is? Because they all like her husband, Tonu, right?
not only do they all
Husband.
like her husband, they know he's engaged.
Yes, and he's supposed to be engaged. This is
So
wild.
Hyung's come to the office. They like her husband, even though he didn't send her the flowers. Jihawk sent the flowers. They're like, oh, your husband likes you so much. And so Jihawk has to take the card out because they think that Sanu's punk ass sent her flowers.
I know.
I hate his character more and more.
I'm just like,
we'll get to.
He's the worst second lead of any drama I've ever seen because it's like they didn't know what to do with him.
I
Because
know.
once he loses, it's just like, well, all right.
I can't believe the last episode where she just like, just kidding. I don't like you. Like, what are you doing?
Punch him in his neck.
yes.
I
Punch him
know.
in his neck and look at me like I like you. And I'm like, oh, and it's like, well, I was just that's not a prank. I would set this house on fire if I didn't live here.
I feel so. I don't know what they were doing with this character, but okay. So then all the other employees, like Kyungnim, his friend, right, who works for him, he's like baffled. Everyone's so shocked at this, so they're like, "What do we do?" And then Tadim is, continues to be all guilty. So then this is the part we could talk about Sonu now. Really talk about him. So Chuni has a school performance, okay, and he was helping. So Sonu was helping his son prepare, but then decides to show up late because I understand that he had a job thing, but
Yes.
like it was wild. They were supposed to do a solo together, and he like almost missed it.
Yes.
It's insane.
Yes. Okay. So I was trying to figure it out. I was like, did I miss something?
Uh-huh.
He keeps showing up. He's just a photographer. He's a freelance photographer.
No, I don't think he has a studio. He has
He's
a
a
baby
studio.
yeah.
Oh,
he does,
okay. So
he
baby,
does children's portraits.
Yeah.
why? What is happening with these kids? Where because he showed up late to pick him up, and then he showed up late to the thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is going on with these kids? How many kids did you have to take a picture of?
Yeah, he's
Like,
taking a lot of pictures, working real
did
hard.
the children like hold you at gunpoint and say, "Nah, bitch, Bluey, let's do it now"? Like, what is going on?
Maybe they could have given a different vocation, like a different job, like a different
Well, because
vocation
it
where it
seems as
requires
if the
like.
parents are holding out for a picture where he's smiling, where the kids are smiling. And so a lot of these sessions seem to run long because the children are crying. And so they have to wait till the kid's no longer sad because it's just like, hey, I paid for this, and I don't need a bunch of pictures of my kid being like, ah,
Yes.
even though he's 6 months old.
So okay, when they showed that little clip,
Mhm.
I thought that was a flashback
No.
to his life. Oh no, I'm a little racist.
you thought that it was just baby Sanu?
No, not Son. What's his
It's like,
baby's name?
Junie. Or you thought it was June as a
Yes,
baby.
and until, because she had that big camera, and I thought, like, oh, does he have PTSD from a camera or something? But no, they were showing what his dad was going
currently
through at the time.
doing, yes.
I understand.
Yeah, so of course, sweet Hyung. I love Hyung. She shows up for this kid.
Yes.
I mean, she likes this man so much. I'm like, what are you doing? You are liking a man.
She's-
You're doing extra. Like, let's.
First of all, what are you doing? Liking a man.
I like me.
I mean, I think we all.
It's
do
not a good
sometimes.
idea.
No.
But like, and then you look at their hands and you're like,
So she's there, thank God, and magically, right? He's about to go on stage, and the teacher's about to like reschedule him. She's like, "Hold on, well, you'll go later." She pops up. She's like, "I play guitar. I can play the solo." And you have this like cute little scene, and it's very sweet. And he's performing, and you're just like, "Aw." And then Hanu comes in, and he's like watching, and he's like, and at that moment, I thought, "Oh, maybe Hanu is feeling something, right?" Because he looked like, oh, he had a very softened look on his face, but no, right?
because you would have thought he'd have been like, you know what? This woman's keeps picking up my son.
Yes.
Also, fuck this school. She doesn't say anything to anybody. She just walks up with sunglasses at night and takes his kids.
Scoops him up.
Right. He's like, well, who are you? So she walks up with sunglasses. You don't have any identification. Then he's like, who are you? He's like, I'm your dad's friend. What?
Yeah.
This is how you steal a child.
Apparently. But you know, Korea's really safe.
I hear you.
You know, you can like you go to like a coffee shop, you can leave your stuff. It was the most shocking thing.
So
People
if I-
just leave their purse, wallet, like everything. You can leave your life there and like no one will say anything.
We know America's ghetto. We figured this out. But so you're telling me I can just roll up in Korea, just any school, and be like, hey, I'm your dad's friend, and just pull up with
I mean, I don't know about that,
Now,
but
it's because
now
I'm black.
I was about to say, First, they're going to be like, Oprah Winfrey.
Yes.
And then they'll let you because they think you're Oprah Winfrey.
I'd be the first black person in Korea where they don't go Beyonce. I'm like, that's rude. That's rude. Wow, Oprah, really? I couldn't have been Beyonce? That's crazy.
Oprah looks great right now.
Girl.
We saw she had like a little like outfit. She was at like Fashion Week, Paris Fashion Week. She had like a little Chloe outfit. She looked so good.
Her hair, I don't know.
Anyways,
if
she looks great.
I don't know what kind of wizardry they're doing.
It's
But-
something we don't even know about.
But
That's
that ponytail,
She looks really
that's
good.
a thick ponytail. And for her age, it shouldn't be that thick. And
So-
on that Weight Watcher, she don't have enough minerals and fucking vitamins in her body to be growing hair like that. Oh, she's a billionaire. Sustained, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Never mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Tanu tells her, "Hey, you need to stop doing this because I'm worried about Chuni. He's growing attached to you. So you need to chill out. Like, I don't like you. I don't see you as a woman."
I don't see you as a woman. I'm like, damn. Might as well call her the limp spinach. The fuck? Like, shit.
That expression, 여자로 안 보여, is you. I don't see you as a woman. Do we say that? We don't say that.
Well, I've said it.
Like I say, like I don't see you in that way.
I don't see you in that way.
Yeah.
But like
yeah.
it's not. I don't
Yes.
see you as a woman. That's kind of like if you think about it, you're like, oh.
It's fucked up, but I've
Yeah.
I've had male friends who won't let my hand go, but also won't look at my vagina, and I think that's very stupid.
I don't like these men.
No, we hate these men.
I get upset every time. Yes.
Yeah. I keep ending up having to break up with people I'm not in relationships with.
You know what I call it, right? 40s and frazzled, 40 and frazzled, and 50 and fucked.
And that was just 20 and
means?
stupid.
So no, it's men. Men in their 40s are 40 and frazzled, and the men in their 50s are 50 and fucked.
Damn.
That's what it's true.
So what you're saying is we need to fuck with a dude in his 30s.
There you go. Okay, so yeah, I don't know why they wrote him this way. I just don't understand.
He could have just fell for her.
I just don't understand why they're doing this to this character.
Why do they want us to hate him?
I know, and it's so unnecessary. So again, I wish we could ask the writers, but okay.
You could. I don't speak Korean.
I'm trying. I've been reaching out. I've been like cold messaging. I've like emailing like SBS. I'm not getting responses. I'm like hitting people up on LinkedIn. And they're like, "Who is this freak?" And I'm like, "Hello." I was like, "I have this podcast." I said the link.
You're saying, I'm an American
I
businesswoman.
was like, "I have a foreign podcast."
I'm an American businesswoman that wants to get into business with you.
Okay, so we have this random scene. We don't like Taeyong, right? Hayoung's brother. Ugh, trash.
He's also somebody that they cast for, like, when he showed up, I'm like, bad guy.
Yeah. Definitely
has bad guy
guy.
face.
It's a weird moment because he basically, like, he's at Metro Bebe, runs into Jihyuk, is rude to Jihyuk, and then Jihyuk's just like, it's basic etiquette to, like, let me off first. Like, he says some weird line.
Yes,
Well, also,
yes.
Jihyuk basically goes, nice try, bitch.
I
And then just
know.
goes on about his day. Like,
You
you
ain't-
checked him.
You ain't never had to check nobody and be like, you ain't got no damn manners.
I know.
And then you walk off like a cool person.
Okay. And then I hated the way he stepped onto that rug with his shoes
Let me
on.
tell you something.
I was like, clearly the shoes are off, you asshole. What are
That
you
was
doing?
okay. Did anyone else notice that?
Yeah.
The way that Mr. Ma and then Jihad
Jihad.
always make sure to take her shoes off on her white rug, and I feel like it was almost like he stepped on that rug so hard.
Yeah.
And also like they dropped the camera down, like you gonna see him disrespect
Yes.
her in her own space.
No subtlety. They're
No-
just like,
no
here's what's happening. Camera, foot.
Pure fucking disrespect that you see him step with them hard ass shoes
I hated
on
it.
her nice rug.
I know, it really made me upset. I was like, again, trash guy.
Because
Hate him.
that lets you know you've been watching these shows
So
for a long
rude.
time. Because I'm sure y'all went, shoes on the rug. Like there was no reason.
Just so disgusting.
Because they always make a point to show her kicking her
I
shoes off before she
know.
goes on that rug. And Mr. Ma one time was like, oh, yeah.
I
jeez.
know.
And then this mother.
I know. Okay. So now we come to the scene where Tadim finally confesses and tells the truth to her team. I thought this was a super sweet moment, right? Because everyone's thinking like she's like a home wrecker. So they're all acting awkward.
Yes.
And then she's like, hey guys, I have something to tell you. And then she tells them that she had to do this. She lied on her application because her mom was sick and she had no other choice. Starts crying. And then the ladies all are so supportive. I like teared up because they were so sweet. They're like, I would have done the same thing. You must have been going through so much to do something like this. Like, we get it. We love you.
And then they have a circle cry. And I'm like, this
I know.
And all the onions support her.
I know.
Because it's so interesting because like when she was getting terrorized by that woman, because like all those women came to protest.
Yes.
Jihawk didn't swoop in to save her.
Yes.
All the moms did.
The mom.
And it was there, and it was a good moment because it was like really only these women could save her.
Yeah.
Because they're the only they're the only ones that really understand why these other women are mad.
Mm-hmm.
And also was a better moment to show their connection. So when they saw everything that she went through, and then they saw those women being so mad at her and throwing things at her like fucking bags of chalk, they came in and were just so loving. And I mean, but like they said when they were like working in that like in the park or whatever, they're like, sometimes you say stuff that makes us think you're not a mom. And she's like, ha 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 ha, yeah, shit, stupid.
What do you?
Y'all
don't just pick up your kid, wave him around the head like a helicopter?
Yeah. Oh, you don't give a newborn soda? Yeah.
Is this a new, or is this like considered a very like, what is it called, progressive show to have like all these women carrying and like really highlighting moms and things, or is this like in K-dramas are they just better people than America?
No, I think there's been a lot of like mom dramas, like a lot of like women, like there was one drama from a long time ago, like Queen of Reversals that I remember, where it's like a stay-at-home mom who goes back into the workforce. There's Dr. Cha, who's also Dr. Cha was so good, where it's like a former doctor who ended up quitting to stay at home, be a mom, and then she goes back into the workplace.
Okay.
So there's a lot of these like forward, female-focused content that they're creating, which is great, which is really good.
I started Dr. Cha for like 2 seconds.
I love
but I think
Dr. Cha.
I should go back to it.
It's I love the lead, Yum Jung-ah, yeah.
She's a great actress.
I mean, she is OG. She's also a huge, like, back in the day K-pop star. I mean, she can sing. Yeah, her songs are banging in the night. She was she was almost kind of like a Janet Jackson.
Whoa.
Yeah, like that kind of level. Like she sings, she dances, she's great, but she's also an amazing actress. And her brother was an actor. He had a scandal, but he's back now, I think. But
These boys
all the
say
stuff.
with a scandal.
Yeah, but
Do
okay.
I need a scandal?
I don't think you need a
Yes.
scandal.
Do you want to get beefed out on the internet?
I don't know what that means.
Oh, well, you have beef with each other, beefed out.
Oh, we're both black. They wouldn't care.
Shit.
They'd be like, oh, the Negroes are fighting again.
Okay, and then there's a really cute moment where they're at their team dinner after they found out the truth, and everyone's like, kind of like, teasing Tadim and Jihyuk. Youngim's just like, oh my god, is this Dynamite Kiss from Jeju-do?
Yes.
Everyone's
He
like,
was
what's
like,
a Dynamite Kiss? And everyone's freaking out. It was so cute. I love this.
I hate that they say the name of the drama in
I
the
know.
drama.
I
they're
thought
all
it was
about
great.
it.
I love cheesy. And I was like, they were like Dynamite Kiss. You read it says Dynamite Kiss. But they're saying pow, pow, pow.
It's so funny.
Is this a pow pow pow?
Is this the pow, pow, pow?
They almost pow 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 at the beginning. Okay, so then now we go into this very lovely scene. Hold on. Oh, yes. Okay. So we finally had the moment, guys. Okay, this is it. They decide to spend the night together. Okay. There's a lot of tropes. Okay, so first,
We love a trope
we
checker.
love a trope. Yeah, the ding. They go back home and he's holding an umbrella, right? So the shared umbrella, that's a trope. And then
A man yearning in the rain. Finally, we
yeah,
got
a man yearning in the
Please
rain.
give him a crumb of coochie.
Yeah. And then yeah, and they have a really nice little, very romantic scene. I loved it. I liked it much more. I mean, no, I kind of liked the episode 2 one too because it was kind of hot. But this one was just like very sweet. He like kisses her on the forehead. Their hands intertwined.
We don't give forehead kisses enough
kisses.
credit.
No, it was very,
In
very
slow
just like.
You
motion.
see what I'm saying? We don't give a forehead kiss enough credit. We don't give a hand hold enough credit. We don't give like walking arm in arm with somebody enough credit. Man, fucking America.
Yes.
I know. And then he tells her like 절대 안 보내, which means I'll never let you go. And I'm like, oh my god,
Yes, I
it's
remember.
great. Okay, so we're gonna watch a clip now. This is what we try to do on our live shows. And kind of react to it. This is a fun scene. I also shouldn't have worn a skirt, guys, because I feel like anyways.
Bunny does not seem to mind at all.
I don't mind what.
Oh, she's worried about
But I
showing
think
her.
you have a skirt, right?
Oh. We can both. You want to?
What?
Just everybody, flash your pussy. 1, 2, 3.
She's saying you can share and stone this thing. You see them socks she got on? You can't do nothing that with a doily
I'm
sock.
trying to be like, you know how like Gen Z, they wear socks now with everything?
No, I ain't paying attention to them
No,
churns.
listen. These are the socks. These are some very nice church socks.
Yeah, these are
Black
like,
people
these are
church
in.
socks.
All the girls
did,
wear them.
Did you do that? I don't know. Did you, as a child, have to wear ruffly socks to church?
I
Or
have
did your
ruffle
family?
socks.
Okay, then yes. I didn't know if it was
Yeah,
just
it was
for
like, I
dicks.
love these socks.
I don't even see them black people.
Oh, written and produced by Quentin Tarantino. Oh no. Oh, they had the camera. They were like, let me show you all these socks we're talking about.
I want to play this.
Did white people wear these socks?
Usually my white husband's here and I can ask, but he's asleep. So there's only Negroes?
No, this is
Oh no, there's a white lady. Did you ever wear ruffly socks? Speak for your race. Yes.
I was looking for them and I was like, oh, these are only child sizes.
Hey guys.
But then I realized I
Becca,
have grown up feet.
Can I play my, I connected my laptop. Can we do the, can you guys see it? Oh, okay, perfect.
Oh yeah.
Oh, now I see it. Okay, sorry.
It's only on the, it's, okay. Oh, it's on the sides. I need,
Yeah,
we can watch
great,
it right
great,
there.
love it. It's actually better on this side. We like it because I don't have to cut it out in the video. Okay, so we're gonna watch this scene. This is where Tareem and Chiok are super cute, and there's some weird little moments where I was like, oh, this is
Oh
kind
yeah,
of
when
awkward.
they're riding the bikes.
Oh yes, okay.
Is this the needle drop too?
It is. Hold on, I just want to go full screen.
Oh, that's what it's called when they put a whole song in a.
Whole song. She called it a needle drop.
Yes. I was like, is this a music video?
It does
Okay.
get music videos
Yes.
sometimes. Like 90s music video where you see a couple doing all of the couple shit.
Yes.
And then she dies.
Yo,
Oh,
guys,
no.
why can't I?
And then he has to go
full
yearn
screen?
because she died.
I don't yearn for me while I'm alive.
Okay,
Yearn
so
for me
here-
while I yet live.
Yes.
Am I stupid? Why can't I make this full screen?
Give me my flowers and my dick when I'm alive.
No.
I don't know how to work MacBooks.
No, I got
have a
this.
Windows.
Wait, I just had it.
Listen, purchased your BlerDCon tickets.
Listen, women in STEM.
Women in STEM.
Women in STEM.
I literally just had it. What is happening? What is this?
That's big enough.
They can see
Okay.
it.
It's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah,
Okay, I
just
tried.
press play.
Not like, oh, let's randomly highlight a good talent of
I'm
yours.
sorry,
They have to
what
hire
was
a recorded player to play that part and put it in to the thing. So they had to
She's
get a
not even
recorder
matching.
and
It's not
find a
matching
recorded
yet.
player.
Okay.
Where do you find a recorder player?
Near, far, wherever you
in
are.
elementary school.
My heart will go on. I don't know.
Rec Lee, our last guest, he posted this on his Instagram stories. That's where I saw it for the first time, and I was like, what the actual F is happening? That was the weirdest thing. What's wrong with this drama? I mean, it's like really random. Like, it made me laugh, but I was like, what is this?
They were
I
like,
had to
you
play
can't
it for
just
you guys
sit
because
there
it's like,
and
what
stare
is
at him
this?
cooking. We need to do something with
my
your
God.
hands.
Okay, so there's more.
But also, of all the instruments,
Yeah.
A recorder.
she could have had a harmonica. All these others, she could have been.
The guitar. That would have made more sense.
Wait,
Yeah.
honey, what's that traditional?
Kayagum.
The Kayagum.
The
She could have
string
been
thing.
that going. That would be great if they just cut to her and she's like, damn. Trying to play this, but it's still the song for the show. Ding, ding.
Oh, that's fantastic.
The biggest fucking instrument.
She's like a keysang.
Yes, just keep saying, playing.
Different piece of spaghetti.
Okay.
I have a question, super quick. Okay, so I see he has like his little bangs in his casual time, and then he
hate
got
the
his little part in
Yeah.
when he's an
Businessman?
executive. Is that like a thing, or is that just his personality?
No, that's just the drama. It's so weird.
Okay, I didn't know. I was like, maybe you gotta have a partner here to be taken seriously in business in Korea.
No,
Okay.
no.
But I mean, but also, would you take him seriously if he walked in with a suit and like if you walked in a suit with them bangs, I'd be like, sir, you're not done. I got some edge control if you want to get this fucking. I don't even use it. There's a girl at the desk over there will get this hair together. Anytime them bangs get in his eyebrows, it stresses me out.
It's just, yeah. But
He needs
it
an
was,
eco styler. Just let him sit him back, maybe some jam, something.
it was so cheesy. Anyways. That
You
was
never
the fun
laid in the
thing.
tramp, nobody?
No, I didn't. That's just. You never laid in the tramp?
Also, that was-
You laid in the tramp?
To be like,
You
hey,
and your husband did it?
be like, hey, you want a lady in a trim? We eating spaghetti right now. Like
Oh
that's,
my God.
you know, not
I
like
think
a
Thomas
real
would slap me.
casual.
He'd be like, go away.
Thomas would try to, he would think too literal about it. He'd be thinking of the logistics, and now he's trying to figure out what's the longest pasta y'all could buy.
He'll be like, how do we turn into dogs?
Yeah, if it's Mr. Thomas, he's gonna be like, okay, I think we need to get this, and then it's like we do it where it's this long, because now he's like calculating how long it'll take. Should we record it? Like, nigga, I'm just trying to be romantic. Fuck. Like he's like, yeah. He puts too much math in this shit. He's like,
It's
maybe we should go here and
crazy.
get like, well, should we get gluten-free pasta? And you're like, man, shut up. The moment is gone.
He
I would-
did. This is a funny story, but he is kind of like that. But
I met him.
on our like third or fourth date, he like wanted to make me dinner, and I was like, oh, this is very sweet. So he made
Protein.
no, he had like a prosciutto, like he had like hors d'oeuvres. Then he like made prosciutto roses. Isn't that sweet? Yeah, and I was like, oh my God, I was like, this man's like really nice.
He
Like,
got
this is so
YouTube
sweet.
involved?
Yeah, he like, yeah. Isn't that kind of
Did he put it on the glass and where it comes with like have you seen either of these flowers?
No, but it was on a plate, but it was
No,
very,
that's how you make the flour. You layer up the meat
Oh, I don't know.
on a glass, and
Oh,
then when
maybe
you
that's
take
what
it
you do. You
off,
have to
it
ask
looks like
him.
a flower.
Yeah.
I know how to do romantic
very
shit.
nice.
He made you charcuterie for your
Yeah, he was, yeah.
Making
So.
meat flowers for myself.
Yeah, he was very sweet. It was very, very sweet.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh, that could be dirty.
Huh?
Making meat flowers for myself.
Look at you can't say stuff like that to her socks.
She's a lady.
Okay. So there's a scene where the mommies hang out, and you can tell Cheok's mom is really into Tadim. She really likes Tadim. And so she's trying to convince Tadim's mom that they should, pair them up. And then Tadim's mom's like, oh no, your son is too good looking and
He's too-
smart
he's
for my son,
too
my daughter. And I
handsome.
was like, oh, that kind of made me sad.
She's trying to be humble. She knows her daughter is a baddie, but just be
Uh-huh.
like, oh no, because also he's a chebble. So her
I know,
mother
that's
can't
true.
even imagine her
Yeah.
daughter being with the
Like
chebble.
raising-
My mother, on the other hand, would be like, when you want her, come get her. It'd be great.
Okay, so speaking of mommies, we're going to transition. we have a new mommy in town. Well, she's always been around, but we're seeing her more and more. So like Hyung and her mom. Hyung, like I think she drank a lot of soju bottles, right? She wakes up drunk, and she's like, she's in that living room.
And her mother walks in and was just like, what in the hell is happening in here?
Yeah, and then she tells her mom about Sonu. She's like, I like a guy. I told you I like someone. I'm really into this person, but he rejected me. And she's like, he rejected you. And she's super upset. And this is the scene, okay?
Like bopping on her daughter. I'm like, how you bop on a person that hard that you... First of all, everybody in this show, fragile bones and skin, okay? Second of all, they be at the hospital every single episode. I'm like, damn, is that what if I had universal health care, would I just be at the hospital because I got a scratch?
I had universal health care when that's funny, yes. It's true, they're always at the hospital.
Always at the hospital because her mother, because like, if you think about here, my mom was telling me like, when she was born, if you had a baby, you'd be in the hospital for a week. And then when we were born, you'd be in the hospital for 3 days. Now, as soon as the baby slide out, they're like, well, okay, check out, ma'am. Like, it's like, is this a Hilton at 11 a.m.? You can't kick me out like this. What is happening? So we can't be in the hospital like that. But the mother, for her heart, she was in the hospital for what, 6, 7 months?
She was. She was there for a while hanging out. Okay. Trope.
Trope.
The money envelope.
Do you understand how much I want to be paid off to stay away from somebody's son? I want someone to come up to me and take her long scarf, throw it over her shoulder and go, you'll never marry my son. And then give me thousands.
Yes.
That's why I just stopped dealing with broke dudes. Because if you do it a broke dude, the mother's like, please take this nigga. Please. Get him out of my house.
Are there moments in like Tyler Perry where this happens?
No.
Maybe we should write.
You go to church.
We go to church. No. Tyler Perry doesn't mind you being with the ain't shit man as long as he's light skinned and nice to you.
Yes. Because I am light skinned and what did he say? And I love Jesus. I am light skinned and I love Jesus.
Okay.
So if there's any moment where you're going, this ain't shit man is going to be in my life, you know, sitting in my house all day eating all my meats and cheeses and running my light bill up, somebody will just, you know, an older black woman will swing in and go, well, he's a good man. You're like, yeah, but this nigga can't pay bills.
But he can pray.
But he can pray. So we are taught to take the least of the least if he goes to church and has worked at some point in his life.
Yes.
He doesn't currently have to be doing so.
Yes.
But if he's ever held a job, then you must, as a black woman, support him in everything he's doing.
And you can't be uppity and be like, oh, just because you went to college, that means you uppity. It's very like...
Yeah, because God forbid I go to college and go to business. So because I go to college and go to business and he didn't get the opportunity, even though we both live in the same fucking country.
I guess it's not really like a K-drama then.
Not in that. No. See, y'all are taught to be not disrespected.
Okay.
Because a man falls in love with you, but also you said this isn't a real representation of what's actually happening in Korea.
No. This is all
Y'all
Y'all
not having sex and then pulling the covers all the way over your head so nobody can see your body?
I mean, most of us can't swim either. So I'm very buoyant. We're from Florida, so Florida niggas swim. So I don't know. But yeah, we get in some water. We also need help. But yeah, no one's...
I think this is, of course, it's a drama. So,
Yes.
You know, it's highly romanticized.
But y'all know 99% of these shows are written by women.
Yeah.
Like as an industry in Korea.
That's
Most of
why
these
we
shows...
like it so much.
Yeah, that's why we
Top
see men's emotions.
Showrunners are female.
Oh, that's
yeah.
good.
It's actually great. Okay.
That's beautiful. Okay.
This was a duo though, a guy and a girl. So
At least she didn't bring him the leaves. The Perlia leaves. We talked about...
yeah,
You see what I'm saying?
That's pasu. So you know the Korean bandages called pasu. We love a pasu. Have you guys ever it's like a salon pass.
Oh, it's salon pass.
But the Korean versions are like real big. Big old squares you can get at the market. It's great. I put it on everything. If I do something, I'm just like, oh, my dad's like, put a pus on it. It's either my dad always has this weird thing about the spit. He's just like,
Well, if you get a cut, you put spit
saliva
on
on the cut.
which is not a good idea.
No, I don't think so. But it's either that or put it on the
But here's the thing, because in the future scene where it's her and her husband, I thought it was just like the husband typical thing, because I'm coming from my American mind. The typical thing was like, make the dinner, wife, but you know, I still love you, very what's it called, love and marriage. And I still love you. No, that man said, pour my water. she was like, I hurt my hand. You got another hand? I said,
I was so upset when he said you got another hand. And I love it. She was like, well, fuck you then. And then when I was like, what do you mean you got another hand?
I know.
He's mean to everybody.
I know. He's just the cold jerk chibble dad, you
All
know?
these chubble dads are the worst.
I know. We
But
don't
I mean,
like
if
the
I had a
chibble
rich daddy
dads.
like that, I mean, I just want the opportunity. You know what I mean? Just give me the rich Korean dad. I love Samsung. You know what I mean? LG, CGNM, SBC, all the letters. Give me all the letters. Daewoo, give a fuck.
CJ is technically Samsung. So the Samsung grandchildren run. Yeah, it's crazy.
Kamsamnida.
Maybe we do a deep dive into the Korean chebbles and how that's all. Not that I don't know if people care about that, but you know.
We do. We care today.
Yeah, we could do a deep dive into that.
Listen.
Because if you guys are K-pop fans, what's that? All Day Project, the girl Annie, she's Samsung's great granddaughter. Granddaughter, yeah. She's a little. That group's a little problematic, but it's fine.
Are they the ones that did the Kool-Aid party?
No. That's another group. This group, they just, they like dreads. They like braids.
Oh,
and I'm just like,
you know how?
Anywho.
How much work?
That's another topic.
chasing K-dramas.
I know. We're talking about drama. K-dramas. No K-pop. Okay. So then we go and they develop the new product. Okay. It's like a baby carrier thing, and it's like the whole thing again.
It's a great idea.
Yeah, I love the montage. There's the music. They're experimenting. They got that tree thing with their ideas. They're hanging out the
weird
off
light,
the lamp.
the idea chandelier.
The idea chandelier. And so they come up with this product, and they're super excited, right? They're like, "This is it." Okay.
It's a baby sling. I was watching it on the show, and I'm like, did they really make a new product? It was very well made. The color was nice. I was
did a
like,
great
well,
job.
shit. When I have a baby, I'll throw it in this.
I know. And then Jiok is wearing that creepy baby. That creeped me out. You know where he's has the baby.
I'm
or
like, y'all are a whole production. Y'all couldn't get
like,
one of them silicone baby alive looking babies.
It's like when you do CPR or the human dummies. Or, you know the babies when you're getting ready to if you're pregnant. You take classes.
Oh
yeah.
They make 10th graders do that.
Well, yeah,
I do that in high school.
Well, I thought that they did it in every high school, and then when I looked about it, my mother was like, "No, it's only certain tax brackets." And certain areas where they make them do the fake baby thing. So I think one of the home ec class where they had to carry an egg for a week. But my friend went and broke hers the first day, and she's like, "Bro, you know how many eggs? They're eggs. You'll never know I broke this fucking thing. How dare you?"
So weird.
So then they started we put an X on it, and she's like, "You think I don't have a Sharpie? Who are you fooling?"
So stupid.
It's so dumb. She's like,
now they have the babies. The babies have sensors in it with apps to the teacher's phone.
Yes.
And if the baby is crying, the teacher knows. If you put the baby in a closet, the teacher knows. And then I think they should really plan it out. Half the class has the baby, half the class CPS. And then when they get the app, they show up to your door and say, "Give me that baby."
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry.
It's like a Tamagotchi.
Yes.
Oh yes, I love.
It's like a Tamagotchi.
Yes.
You remember how I remember being the babysitter
Man.
where I'm in math class and I got 12 Tamagotchis and I'm like, fuck, this one has 2. Fuck, this one has 3 plus 1. And I'm just like, I guess I'll never learn algebra. Just fuck geometry. I got 17 Tamagotchis to keep alive. Because people would really come by third period, how's my Tamagotchi doing?
Yeah.
It's like, she's asleep, but I got you. And so now I'm holding on, and then you forget about your own Tamagotchi.
No, I remember I had mine on my keychains. I had a keychain, I had 3, and I accidentally dropped it on my cello during orchestra, and I got in so much trouble. I shouldn't have done that, but I remember that because my
Because of the Tamagotchis and the cello.
yeah, Dr. Tackett was my the teacher in that class, and he
Because
got
you dropped them
so
and it went.
freaking mad at me. No, and I dropped it on the school cello. It's not great. Yeah, I dropped 3 Tamagotchis on my cello, and he was so pissed. Anyways,
So this is how you defeat. So this is a crazy middle school battle. How do you defeat a cello with 3 Tamagotchis?
3 times.
Okay, so then we go to the final scene, okay? So they're really happy about the thing that they created, but then they discover that the competitor has the exact same product, and they already went ahead and watched it, which
Dun,
sucks.
dun, dun, which we know was fucking Jihad.
Yeah, and I'm assuming it's Mr. Ma. Or maybe this is a Taeyong thing. We don't know. Maybe Hyung's brother. We don't know. Okay, so that's how it ends.
Oh, when I saw him look at his daddy, I was like, oh, it's about to be digital in this this office. This man, he's about to go analog. It's about to be a fucking problem. When he looked up at him, because you saw the fear in the father's face. And it's always, because it's like, I've never been a man, but it's, my homeboy was something like the moment when your dad realizes that you can take him. And he was like, he said it really changes the dynamic of a father and son, because your dad realizes, oh, he could fuck me up. He's like, he said there was one day, he said, my dad started talking to me real different. Because he knew I could take him. And he said he was making all of this noise, and then he said one day I just hit a certain size, and my voice went a certain way. His dad was like, how are you doing today? Are you hungry? Would you like the remote? Like, he said it was a whole shift, and he said it fucked with him. But it was because he asked when he was older, and his dad was like, what's he? He's like, oh, I knew you could take me. He said as a man, I was like, oh, this little nigga would fuck me up. All right, let me keep peace in my house.
So we have to talk about the slap. Now, when this happened, I remember just being on the internet.
She texted me. He was like, he slapped her.
Yeah, so I knew that this had happened because there were articles about this, because people were really, really upset. Like, the Korean netizens were like, why would you add this random slap to this, like, really, like, relatively happy, like, drama? So people are really annoyed, and they're like, the tonal shifts are really different.
Like the arson that came out of nowhere?
The arson. I mean, the arson felt kind of stupid, but this is, like, violent. Like, this just came out of, like, and then also they're like, realistically, in modern-day Korea, this would never happen in corporate.
Wondering.
No, this is nuts.
And then, was there any reaction about a man slapping a woman, or is that like they don't care in Korean dramas? Like, everybody's slapping?
No, everyone's slapping.
Okay.
I can say most of the dramas that I watch is usually a woman slapping another woman. Like, it's rare where you see, like, a water, or, like, it's like, if it's a psycho drama, it's like the older ones is somebody throwing water on. There's a lot of water being thrown.
If it's a guy, it's usually like a teacher hitting a student.
Yeah.
Or it's a dirty, like a rude, chubble person just being a fucking asshole. You know what I mean?
And this is rude trouble being an asshole.
This is just so disrespectful. I just
unless someone's being kidnapped by loan sharks, and then all bets are off when you're being kidnapped.
You slap everybody.
Sharks. They will slap you because you owe them 1 billion won.
Okay, so this is how it ends, which is great. I'm going to really quickly do the trope tracker. We're going to open it up for audience.
Trope tracker.
We would love to hear if you guys want to come up and talk about your thoughts on the episode. I think that's how we're going to end. But really quickly, trope tracker, okay?
Ting.
So we had the resignation letter, because that's always the tajikso, right? We had the umbrella trope. The money envelope trope from Hayoung's mom trying to pay off Sonu. Then you have her Sonu bandaging the mom. And then the final slap, because you always have people slapping each other.
There's always somebody getting slapped, but it's very rare that you see an older man slap a young woman.
So I said we were 5, because I feel like the other one's like tied into the previous episode.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's getting less and less tropey, which is kind of good. I don't know, because I felt like at one point when one episode had like 14 tropes, is a little too much for me. I was like, guys, we get it, you know?
Calm down.
Yeah.
Maybe back to what we were talking about, maybe that director, he was like, there's too many tropes. We got to set apart. Put the camera in the spider. You know? Like, that's going to be the new trope. You heard it here, folks. Shit. Edit it like I said it right. You heard it here first, folks. Okay.
Okay, so we have 2 episodes left, and these are the things that need to happen, okay? Will Hayoung, or like things questions that need to be answered, or like storylines that need to be closed out. Will Hayoung and Sonu stay together?
They was never together.
That's true. Will Chihe and Taeyong succeed in the corporate shenanigans? I'm very curious about that, because I think he's trying to take over Natural Bebe.
And she's trying to destroy her own company.
Right. Will Tarim's secret be discovered? No, it was discovered, Christina. Why did you write that? Okay. Sorry. Will Chihyuk's mom get a divorce? That's a huge one. Yes, we got to see.
Because she had a faint at a whole wedding.
Yeah. And then Tarim's sister. Where's Tarim's sister?
Where is Tarim?
I have been asking this question.
Where is Tarim's sister? She is deep in the hiding, wherever she's hiding. She's like in that spider hole, wherever, like, you know, like.
Now, is she still with the man she was going to marry?
I think so.
Yeah, that raggedy ass apartment.
Together. Okay.
Okay. So we have 5 minutes left. Do you guys want to come up and like?
Does anyone have a question? Hello.
No pressure. Okay.
little short. I've actually finished the whole series, so I'm not gonna spoil anything.
It's okay.
But I think that the trope they do a lot in this one that I don't like too much is the one where they fake doing work. I think there's a lot of times where the main character, she's like typing on the computer and she's typing nothing.
Yes.
It's just like her hands are just slapping the board, and she does that so many times. And so you said on the tropes that we like, that's the one I think is like the funniest that they do throughout the entire show.
Oh, okay, that's a new trope, fake working, because you and Kay, they never work.
You and Kay, marry my husband,
If
y'all.
you watch, did y'all see Marry My Husband?
They were working. Oh, it's so good.
They are the most non-working office I've ever seen in Korean drama history.
They just have coffee breaks and they go up on the roof.
Yes,
And
they stay smoking on that roof.
Yes.
Hello, friend.
Hello. I have been enjoying, this podcast, this episode, this event. This is so nice.
Thank you.
And I think Dynamite Kiss is a great drama so far. It feels kind of like a return to form in terms of how I've felt originally about
Yes.
K-dramas when I started watching them. And I also think the main actor and actress, can't remember their name right now, are doing a very great job.
Yeah.
And I wanted to know if, like, in the future, what type of other, like, genres or, like, types of dramas you'd like to see them in.
Yeah. You're saying that what kind of genres we like, right?
Or
No,
the
but
types
the
of...
actors on the show.
Yeah. Like, them specifically. Like, I can't remember their names.
Yeah.
The person who plays, like, Tarim and the person who plays...
Yeah, so An Eun-jin is Ko Darim, right? She plays Tarim. She did Hospital Playlist. My Dearest, because I didn't mention it, people were really upset. So I think she's a very versatile actress. I feel like this is probably...
Because she was the grandma on Genie Make-A-Wish.
Genie Make-A-Wish. So she has a wide, like I think she's a comedic actress. She could also do saguks, very romantic, sad, like she's a leading lady. So I think she's done all genres. And then Chang Kyung is really interesting because he first started in like psychological roles, right? I forget his first drama when we did our deep dive. There was one drama where he played like a villain almost, but it was like a psychological role. And then he made the transition into doing these rom-coms. So I think, especially, they're both amazing actors. Like Chang Kyung, his eyes, the eye acting.
Oh,
like,
the way
is
he's just looking at his
like,
daddy?
everything. So yeah. So I think they're doing a lot of stuff. But it's not like a Park Min-young who's like constantly doing rom-coms. You know what I mean? I don't think these two actors are just like...
Yeah, Park
pigeonholed.
Seo-joon is just all like rom-com, like you don't see him do too much other stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would love to see him. I would love to see him play a villain because he's got the nose for it.
I feel like he is, oh gosh, that face.
Yeah, he's got the nose and the eyes for it. But thank you so much.
Thank you. Hello.
Hello.
First of all, thank y'all so much for putting together this show. It brings so much light to my Wednesdays as I'm like fake doing at work home or work at home. If y'all were in this situation and you got slapped by the CEO, what would you do?
I'm calling my mama, dog.
No, I would.
Listen, it's gonna be because it's either you get slapped by the CEO and you either have your first very black reaction, or you have your very white reaction where it's like I'm finna own natural baby.
I'm about to.
Right.
I would say I would lawyer up. I would absolutely
This is
lawyer
my
up.
business.
I
got all the
suing.
moms in here. I'd be like, yo, you testify against this motherfucker. We all
Yes.
getting a check in this
Yes.
bitch.
You
I
were
got
suing him.
for espionage. Nah, bro, listen. Take a picture of me right now. Take a
Yes.
picture of me.
That's why they
Right
all
now.
froze at the end. They was waiting for somebody to take a picture for evidence.
Get his fingerprints off my teeth.
Yes.
Yes. I own natural baby now.
Yes. There you go.
Ooh, I wish. Ooh,
Okay.
Lord. Ooh, continue.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, I have another question about the slap and the slap trope. I feel like it's something that you see in a lot of older dramas.
Yes.
So seeing it inside of a newer drama and seeing kind of how the netizens reacted. I want to know, do you think the slap trope is something that's going to die out, or do you think it's going to continue to be a K-drama staple?
There's always an older woman slapping a younger woman. We're never going to have a disapproving mother. It's always going to be stay away from my son, or it's going to be like Ha-young's mom, because there's always the trope of like the mom beating on the kid. So but I don't think I think on like cultural things, like this slap was really dramatic, but I think you're always going to have the mom being like, I go. Like, I think we're not going to lose that.
I think dramas in general, we're kind of seeing more of like a shift into more realism in a way. because I feel like, I don't know, I feel like there's a lot more dramas now because of the streamers where it's not just highly romanticized and it's not so like slapsticky in a way. So I feel like there is a trend, but like Dulcé's saying, there are those dramas still that are the morning, the everyday dramas that the Ajumas watch, and they still have those very dramatic, and like Penthouse. Like I think that was one where it was like super slappy. So I feel like there are going to be a bunch of dramas that are kind of moving away from that, and then I think there's still dramas like Penthouse that have that. But I think as a society too, it's just less. So like there's this thing called K-rage, like Korean rage. I think Johnny Park mentioned it when he was on the episode, but it's true. Like Koreans are kind of like they're like fiery at times. There's like a lot of like we're like highly reactive and stuff. So I think that kind of like connects in. That's probably why they have those slapping because. Yeah, I've seen people in Korea, like, I've seen people fight, and I'm like, oh my goodness. I was studying abroad, I was like, Jesus. I was like, people really fight like this.
Yeah.
I was like, oh Lord. So yeah.
Thank you. Okay, this is our last
Last question.
Yes.
Hi. So I wanted to get your opinion on how like alcohol is used like as a trope to kind of push the story along in K-dramas. I just kind of wanted to get your opinion on that.
Alcohol.
Can you say that one more time? Sorry.
Oh, I wanted to get your opinion on how alcohol is used to kind of like push the story along, like the love story.
Yeah. I mean.
Oh, the piggyback.
Yeah, the
Yes.
piggyback. So
we gotta go to the, what's it called again? The
Panjang?
the
Yeah,
Panjang.
you always have like the convenience store, right? Everyone has and drinks outside. So I think Korean culture, and this is kind of different now with like Gen Z, but yes, people in Korea, we like to drink. Like it's just a part of the culture, like everyone's always drinking. So it's natural to have these storylines, right? Where you have a little bit of the alcohol to kind of relax the characters and make them want to,
Because they go to a lot of team dinners on this show.
a lot of team. Oh, that's a thing in Korea. Like when you are working in corporate Korea, it is expect that you work really late. So that's not a lie. You're staying till 11, sometimes 12. You can't
Lord.
leave until your manager leaves. And then after that, if your manager's like, oh, 회식, which is the going out and like drinking, if he wants or he or she wants that, then you have to do it. So it's a very tough culture.
So if your manager is some lonely ass person who got no
Yeah.
family, now we
Yeah.
just in the office all night because you ain't got nobody to love you at the house.
Yeah.
Oh.
So part of me is like, okay, I like that if you can't leave unless your manager leaves, but I need my manager to leave early in the day. Because in America, the manager be like, peace out. And it's like, you're still there doing all the work. So
Yeah.
I leave when my manager leaves, but my manager is still leaving at noon to go play golf. And I can just go home.
So you need an ain't shit manager.
Yes.
Okay, cool. I need a manager with a family at home who's just like, I want to go see my wife. I want to
Yes.
go see my husband. I got to go.
Yes.
So we're going to wrap up.
Yes. You want to close us out?
Yes. So first of all, we want to thank Thought Squad. So that was episode 12 of Chasing K-Dramas. And next Wednesday, we'll be doing episode 13
Yes.
of Dynamite Kiss. And so, friends, we want to hear from you. Give us your thoughts, prayers, your thought squads, your rants, your raves, all of that at Chasing K-Drama on the interwebs, and you can email us. And please like and review, follow us on all of the things. And we will see you next week for the next K-Drama Chase.
Oh yes, 사랑해. I didn't even do it.
Yes.
사랑해.
I'm afraid to say it because then people going to call me racist. So how do you say it?
사랑해.
사랑해. Can we do a quick
So
photo?
we have a merch table outside
Yeah.
if you want to get tote bags, bracelets. We made bonnets.
You guys want to come really quickly? I know we're gonna get kicked out, and I want to do the
We're
selfie
getting